Okay. Wow. So sorry, everybody. That was something else. I just, everything crashed. So sorry. Oh, this did. My apologies, everybody. That was like, I think, a power outage. I don't fully know what just happened, but studio went blank and that was absolutely wild. But we are here now. We're live. We're rocking and rolling. So good to see you guys here today. Welcome to Tuesday. It's OFA day. It's Ecom day, which means it's Trey day. I'm super excited for this. I've been talking to Trey this morning. Normally, Trey and I like to do an Ellen style where we don't really talk ahead of time. Trey always has a plan that he wants to go over, but it just really promotes a genuine conversation. Today we did not. We talked a little bit. We're both really excited to get into it. So from 12 to 1, we're going to have the ecom track of the session. So from 12 to 1, when Trey Llewellyn comes up, that will be ecom specific questions only. So anybody here who is a part of the ecom track, fantastic. That is your time. But now it's the 11 to 12 time slot, our general coaching. If anybody has any questions whatsoever regarding any track of the challenge, or maybe just regarding maybe you're in week 1 and you need some help with your belief week or your limiting beliefs maybe that we've recently learned. Whatever questions you have, gang, we have 45 minutes together. So from 11 to 12, any questions are more than welcome. Look at you guys. Rich and Scott already know the deal. If you have a question you would like to ask, please just raise your hand. At the bottom of Zoom, you'll see a little button. It's a heart, and it says react. If you click the heart, a pop-up shows up, and you'll see a button that says raise hand. Raise your hand just like that, and that just lets me know that you have a question you need to ask. Let's get right into it and maximize our time. Rick, you're going to be first, sir. How are we?
Hey, good morning, Dante. How are you?
I am fantastic. Thanks for your patience this morning. How can I help today?
No problem, man. Thanks for being here. I was on my first session last week with you guys. There was a mix-up in the dates. Trey did get a chance to look at my funnel. I just had a couple quick questions. I don't need to really share anything, I think, with you.
Sure.
I think I understand the strategy to be, drive traffic to our funnel, collect emails that way, and then ultimately push them to the store. Okay.
Uh, Sorry.
Quick follow-up.
Following the ecom track, say that again, please.
Well, I'm driving traffic to my offer.
Okay, great. So when you said I'm driving traffic to my funnel, that's
Okay,
the ecom funnel that
that's the
sells your
e-com funnel.
product.
Correct.
Great. And you're not driving traffic to your funnel to generate leads. That's a
Right.
byproduct of the two-step order form, but you're generating people to your funnel to sell products, yes?
Right. And that's
Okay, cool,
correct.
cool.
But that's kind of my question though. So I had listened to Trey in the beginning about validating the product, and I had said on the last meeting that I think I did quite well. I got 60 emails that answered some specific questions. My product, I will not have my product for about a week, week and a half. So I was doing some research this morning on ClickFunnels, and I was thinking about I've got I got a pretty extensive email list. It's like 2,000 in the email list that are pet dog type emails. And I was thinking about maybe using, in the meantime, what to try to build some mental momentum and try to maybe get some more activity, like an ask funnel to ask a question in regards to my product, or maybe a lead magnet. What are your thoughts on that?
That would so
I want these emails I have to kind of opt into this asks funnel or lead magnet to kind of confirm and get their email and get some more input and get them a little more engaged until I'm ready to sell them.
Okay, there we go. I think we're there, Rick. You don't need their email again. You already have their email. They're a part
Right.
of your list. They're in your world. What you're
Yes.
saying is, how do I re-engage them? Right? How do I
Yes.
get them warmed up? How do I do the
Right.
thing?
Yeah.
So that would, like, initially, if you were location based, the first thing that comes to mind, of course, is like, well, you could make like a guide, a resource, maybe all the pet friendly places that people can go and celebrate 4th of July in my
Right.
local surrounding areas, right? For you,
Okay.
maybe we can make a lead magnet like that. And some of the
Okay.
most pet friendly ways. Ooh, I wonder one thing that's coming up, maybe fireworks.
Right.
So as I'm talking, but like also though, what's the point? So this is going to be a fun conversation, Rick.
Right.
Yes, we could warm them up. Yes, we could re-engage them. We could make lead magnets that are like the most pet-friendly ways to celebrate 4th of July this year, 2025. And then
Right.
we could have a bunch of different ideas. You know, hey, if you want to
Yeah.
go enjoy fireworks, but your dog is sensitive, here's some remedies.
Right.
If you're going to go on the lake, make sure to do this, that, yada, yada. We
Yeah.
could, but what is the point? More than likely, you already have their email. What I'd like you to do, Rick, is sell the product.
Yeah. Yeah. They're just in my mind, there hasn't been some consistent engagement and interaction for a little while. So that's why I'm thinking about maybe let me warm them up again or let them know something's coming shortly because I don't have my product yet. So that's the reasoning behind that. But I hear what you're saying.
Uh,
Maybe not necessary.
I'm going to be really interested to hear what Trey says about this. Like, I could tell you if we were on the expert track. Ooh, let me get Patricia back in there. If we were on the expert track and you were talking to Russell, he would
Yeah.
fast path to cash. That's something Trey says too. But Russell
Okay.
would be like, yeah, sure, we could do that. But like, send out the first email. Remember, people are emotional, logical, emotion, logic, fear, or fearful. Those are the three ways that people buy. Most of them are emotional.
Okay.
70 to 80% of buyers
Yeah.
are emotional buyers. So like, if we were even going to do a warm-up sequence, the first email would absolutely still be a sales email, and it would
Okay.
still be showing people how to get the thing. So like, I'll be
Okay.
really interested to hear what Trey says about this.
Okay.
I would be telling you, make a 4th of July special
Okay.
and go sell the product and say we're restocking. I wouldn't even say it on the order form personally, Rick.
Okay.
I wouldn't even say a thing about shipping in 2 weeks. Shipment arrives this date. Packages expected. I wouldn't say any of that. I would just go sell the product. I would have a 4th of July special. That's the little banner. That's why I'm offering 60% off or whatever percent off you have on your funnel, whatever your great deal is. I would just make an email that says, hey guys, as a 4th of July special, we're selling this product. We're giving you this thing. We're giving your dogs this. We're equipping you with this. Then throw in the email, and as an added bonus, we've put on a ridiculous guarantee. And what is your guarantee? Are you running a 6-month, 180-day guarantee by chance?
As far as refunds,
Yes.
60 days, full refund.
Okay, 60 days. Cool. So you could say, and we've doubled our guarantee for this 4th of July special. It's going to be a 60-day guarantee. Like, I would just hit the list. I would identify buyers. I would get them into the upsells. And then if they don't buy, sure, maybe we can run some re-engagement campaigns. But the first one, man, you got people there. I would just have the emotions. What's your product again, Rick? Remind me.
It's a dog supplement.
Oh, that's right. It's the supplement. Yes. That, yeah. Okay.
I also, Dante, on a side note, I know I got denied by AI payments because they say supplements are risky. So they referred me to Gateway. I forget, I think that's the name of the company. So it seems like I might get approved with them. They take on a little more risk. So I was surprised to know that I got denied because it was supplements. I mean, it wasn't human supplements, but it's still supplements. So hopefully and that's another thing. It's the timing because I didn't think I would get denied to take payments, but I did get denied just yesterday, a couple days ago. So now I'm having to reapply to the gateway one that was referred to me by AI. So just on a side note, supplements.
That was referred to you by Payments AI?
Yes.
Okay, cool, great. A lot of times too, people use NMI as the payment gateway.
Yeah, that was one of them too.
Yeah, it's a lot better with high risk, but I don't know why your Payments AI was denied.
Yeah, because it said the supplements, plain and simple.
And I didn't know that they were denying for supplements.
Yeah,
I can look into this. Yeah,
when
no, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. When we're done with this, I'm going to go talk to the team and see what the plan is for supplements. But as I'm understanding everything, you should have been able to put your Payments AI.
I gotta believe there's a ton of ClickFunnels, tribe that are in supplements. So
100%, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, let me look into that, Rick.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll send you a message and report back what I find there.
Perfect. Just two last quick questions.
Yes.
Is there training? I know, I think his name is, I forget who does the training on how to edit the store and the things like that. But
Ben?
Ben, as far as the store, not the funnel, not the ecom funnel, the store, where's the best place to go for training on how to edit and do some things? Just Ben and his training?
Yeah, Ben,
Okay.
did you get the store package?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, so that did
Okay.
come with the training from Ben.
Yeah.
His training is fantastic. Along
Yes.
with that, I
Yeah.
would just push you to our help docs. Do you know how to access our knowledge base?
I don't think so.
Okay, if I
And I wanted to know where to go and get some training, Dante, as well, on how to set up an email follow-up sequence once I get these emails in.
Okay,
All
great.
right.
Let me show you.
Yeah.
Here's where
Oh,
I'd like
where to
to
go.
point
Yeah.
you to. Uh, that's going to be the right one.
Okay.
Now I need. Uh, no way. Oh, wow, there it is. Okay, sorry. There we probably stop. Here go. This. Okay, bingo. Can you see that screen?
Yes, I can.
All right, great. So from anywhere in your
Okay.
ClickFunnels account,
Got
like
it.
whether I'm here at looking at my funnels, or maybe I go to my products tab and I go to all products, or I'm
Okay.
inside the editor in my workflows, from anywhere in your ClickFunnels account, you're always going to have help in the top right. If you
Okay.
click on that, it's going to pop up the little help tool, and then, sorry, my screen is just crazy,
No,
and
it's
then we're going to
fine.
go right here to knowledge
Base.
base.
Okay.
Now we're inside the ClickFunnels knowledge base, and we have a really cool layout over here of all the things on the side of your ClickFunnels account. They're
Okay.
all laid out as tiles right here. So we have,
Okay.
I believe, a store tile, if I'm not mistaken. We sure do. Start with Ben's training. It's fantastic. And any little
Okay.
intricacies you want to learn aside from that, we have a
Right.
help doc on everything.
Okay, great. I see you got a help doc on email as well, so probably that would help me with the automation and sequence.
Yes, 100% it will, Rick. If
Okay.
we go, I can actually show you this very quickly as well, though. If we go to our ClickFunnels account, just go to your funnel. There's
Yeah.
two triggers I want to share with you about an
Oh,
ecom funnel. The
okay, great.
first trigger, let's hop over to our order form. Can you
Yeah.
still see my screen okay?
Yes, I can.
Great. We're going to go to our order form here where customers make the action, and we're going to click here. We're going to have two workflows. Funny name. We have
Yeah.
somebody they have like a clip for women's bras to
Yeah.
enhance
Yeah.
cleavage or something like that.
All
I was just
right.
doing an example. Anyway, we're going to have two triggers. So this first workflow, let me attach another one to show you how it works. The
Okay.
first workflow, we're just going to go new. You always set up an event type.
Okay.
And that's not true. Let's hit that again. That's not true. Come on. There we go. So we're going to set up our event
Okay.
types. The first trigger is order successful purchase. That's pretty generic. You know, when they make a successful purchase, they will be taken to this specific workflow. And a workflow
Okay.
is a series of events. It's your emails, it's your tagging, it's your putting them in different places.
Got
So
it.
that's when they order. But you're going to
Okay.
have another workflow attached, and that trigger is going to be opt in. And
Often.
that is your abandoned cart. That one
Okay.
means if they opt in and do not purchase, fill out step 1, but not step 2, then what workflow do I want them to go to? So you have a fulfillment workflow if they order, you have an abandoned cart workflow if they opt in. Does that
Got it.
make sense?
Yes, it does. 100%.
Great. From there, Rick, anything intricate you need, help docs have everything. And then if you hit a roadblock, you have me every day. I'll help you get over those too.
Right, right. Okay. Awesome. Appreciate it, Dante. I promise the last thing. When Trey took a look at my funnel last week and um mentioned to me, I mean, I followed everything to the T, mentioned to me about possibly going to 99 Designs to make it look pretty, so to speak. So I did
Mm.
reach out to somebody, a couple people in 99 Designs, and they did get back to me. And one of them actually does a lot with dog supplements, which is great. But I'm getting a quote of like $300-400. I know you guys said like two something. Is that excessive, or is that kind of the price has gone up, or what are your thoughts on that?
Okay, that's not excessive, Rick.
Okay.
Did you just you didn't make a come on, brain. It is called a it's not a competition. It's a listing. They have a thing in there's a thing in 99 Designs where you can basically make a listing where you post your job and people can submit
Yeah.
designs ahead of time. Is that what you did?
No, I reached out to three of them individually because looking at their portfolios, those three looked like they could do what I wanted to do, and they were in my niche. So I reached out to those three, and I got a response back from one, which I was happy. I was just kind of questioning the price.
Mm-hmm.
So that was my only question.
Okay, cool. Uh, I don't think that price is egregious. There's two ways
Okay.
to do it, Rick, and I'm actually putting together. I have to redo it, but Trey made a whole training on how to do the 99 designs. I think they call it a competition. So when you
Okay.
do the competition, here's how it works. You're going to say, hey, you list your competition publicly and all the designers can find it. We have a
Okay.
whole walkthrough. You're really descriptive about what you want, what you're looking for. You give resources that they can see other stuff that you're like, I want it to look like this. And
Got it.
then
Yeah.
they'll submit designs for 5 days.
Okay.
You then look through all the designs. The first 3 days of that competition, all the designs that come in are pretty much going to be trash. Just
Okay.
wait till the last 2 days or
Got
3 days. That's when the
it.
best designers come in and they submit their
Okay.
stuff.
Got it.
So then you have a pool of really good designers and you
Yeah.
get to choose from that pool. And you
Okay.
do get it a little bit cheaper. I think it is
Okay.
just north of $200 by the time it's all said and done. So
Okay.
if you want to do it that way, you can do the competition. But the
Come here,
thing we're
cigarette, please.
looking
Be a
uh,
little later.
the thing that we're looking for,
Yeah.
got it. The thing we're really looking for when it comes to this is we need a designer in our back pocket, not only for this funnel, but for
Okay.
future funnels as well. So you can now be
Okay.
really effective and spin these up and have great brands and great designs. Uh,
Okay.
you can do either way because what we do to get him in our back pocket, we're going to get him off 99 Designs. So
Okay.
like in the competition,
I
yeah,
see.
what you would do is I would tell you to make a Loom video for them
Okay.
and give feedback. And then at the end of that video, you go to a Google Doc that has your email spelt out there. And then you're
Right.
like, hey, if you ever need to reach out to me, this is a much better place. Now they
Okay.
reach out to you. Now you're working offline. You're using 99 Designs to get to them so you can get
Yes.
them in your back pocket and make
Got
your
it.
own deals. But if you like this guy, if he has great designs, if he's good in the space that you already want to operate in and you just want to fast track it, you can
Okay.
do that exact same thing. You can choose him, you can work with him, and
Okay.
then you can get him off 99 Designs, and then he'll do stuff for you really cheap going forward. He's charging you now because he has to pay 99 Designs a commission and do the whole
Correct.
thing. Does
Correct.
that all make sense too?
100%. So I think I'm
Bingo.
gonna go that route. And I'm just a little curious, like, are you guys, are you suggesting this for us newbie kind of funnel builders? Because we obviously don't know at this point how to make it look pretty. Because I followed the training step by step and I put it, Trey says, put it here, I put it there. Put this here, I put that there. I did everything. But that's what you're saying is, as novice funnel builders, kind of make it look prettier, right?
100%.
Okay.
And
All
and
right. Perfect.
and this is not a time. There's two choices. If you want to become a funnel builder, if you want to be an agency, provide funnel building services, then I would tell you to lock in and learn.
Right.
Because you just by learning how to be a funnel builder, you can do the same thing, but they'll get better results than what you get now. Or
Exactly.
find your who. And I'm a huge and for anybody else, not just Rick, anybody who's trying to make this decision, it comes down to what do you want to do? Do you want to be a funnel builder that makes beautiful funnels, or do you want to be a CEO?
Yeah.
Most of us just want to be a CEO, right?
Got it.
So, oh, it was a great question. I want to show you this one thing really quick for
Yeah.
everybody. So good here. Let's share the screen, and I'm sharing this one. Okay, let's go to, oh, I was already there, geez. This, and where is he? I think it's this. Bingo.
Yeah.
So here is a really cool funnel. Ben Moot made this funnel as an example of the whole thing. And just look at the difference.
Yeah.
right? This is the difference in just good design. Like you can see, he took this, he did change it from Trey's template, and there's some
Okay.
things that I would add to this right here
Got it.
that he does not have. But he made a 180-day guarantee. He
Got it.
does have it displayed. It looks clean as you
Yeah.
look at all the imaging, as you look at the text and just how it displays. Right when you look through the great little images and
Oh,
icons and all the stuff. So this is why you definitely like this right here. What a great image to display my product and make it easy for people to understand. This is why we want to get those designers.
so Dante, for you that's looked at thousands and thousands of funnels,
Yep.
are you saying that this looks like a good funnel to you?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. 100%. And it's
Okay.
just small things that he did. He made this a little bit wider than Trey had it in his template.
Got it. Okay.
Now I need everybody to know, is widening this left column like what Ben did, is this going to increase conversions? Maybe, maybe not. It all depends. Like, I just want you guys to have confidence. The thing that Trey gave you, that's perfectly fine. You will make sales. If your product, we have a market first approach. If your
Yeah.
product is desired by your customers, if they actually want to buy it, you can all start with the template Trey gave you, just like Rick is. Launch exactly as it is. When we make sales, then we go make a better design.
Got
So
it.
yeah, looking at all the funnels that I see all the time, Rick, that funnel's fantastic.
Okay.
Funnel
Awesome.
looks
Good.
clean. That funnel looks like $100 million brand.
Okay. Beautiful. Dante, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, always a pleasure, man. Stick around. Trey is
Yeah.
coming soon.
Yeah. I'll be here.
Cool. All right, Scott is up next. Hey, Scott.
Hey, good morning. Good to
Good
see you.
morning. Great to be here, man.
Along the expert track,
Yes.
yesterday, I think you had an example of a video sales funnel up, and
Yes.
underneath the video window, you had a couple of testimonials that were right below it.
Mm.
So my question is, and I think I know the answer. I have the feeling you're going to say, do a split test for the answer. Should the main video that is above the fold be the attractive character and then the testimonials below it? Or should the main video be a testimonial, preferably your strongest testimonial about the attractive character? Or should we have a hybrid where the attractive character comes on and then says, don't take my word for it. Here's what my customer, patient, whatever had to say about my services. And then you cut to the actual video of the customer talking or the patient talking, because I'm in the
Great.
dental field.
Yes, great question, Scott. You will do two of the three, not one. The only thing that we would not do is just the reviews in the video. We would not do that. I would have a customer review video on my front end. That would be my ad. That's called UGC, user generated content. That's just normal people that are your customers, normal people talking about the results they've received and the great stuff and how much they love working with this person. That's the ad that sends to the funnel where the person is there. The attractive character is in the video. You can have either just a sales video from the attractive character that's walking them through the product that they just heard this customer say is so amazing, or you can do a hybrid where you give the sales pitch and then say, but don't just take my word for it. Here's some of my thousands of happy customers.
Okay, so you're saying the first page of the funnel is going to be people talking about, let's say, how much they, on an expert track, how much they enjoyed the service they received.
Yes.
And then once they opt in, then you have the attractive character introducing more testimonials. I'm a little confused as to the sequencing.
No. Opt-in. Okay, hold on. Sorry, let me just get this post up. No, not quite. We're close. Okay. Bingo. So, to an opt-in funnel is what you just said, correct?
Right. Let's say you're running an ad wherever it is, on Google Ads or on Facebook, advertising your services, and it's going to lead you to a funnel. On that funnel, is the funnel itself the VSL, or is it only the first page?
Well, and that depends. So what a great question. That depends. It completely depends on the setup. Is that funnel going to be a VSL itself? And the VSL is the first page. You can run traffic anywhere. So it depends on, your ad depends on the thing you're trying to run, or some people do it backwards. Anyway, if you make an ad for a lead magnet, it's like, hey, get my dentist checklist to make sure your office is optimized and efficient. Well,
Right.
that's a lead magnet. So that would be an opt-in funnel. And then you would run an ad to that opt-in funnel. The ad would be like a bunch of your students and success stories saying, I grabbed the checklist and I found 5 things I was doing wrong and I changed those. And sure enough, I made more money that month. You know, so the ad is the customers saying the good thing that takes them to the opt-in, the lead funnel. And the first page is, grab my auditor, grab my checklist, grab my thing. Or you might be running a VSL funnel and you want to run traffic to that. So it's customer reviews on the front end. I work with Scott and I make more money. I really enjoy working with him. He's attentive to my needs. Customers click the ad, they go to the VSL funnel. And then what page, what do they go to? It's whatever the first page in the funnel is, right? So it really is all, it can be so case by case and so specific to each customer and what they're doing. But does that make sense?
Sort of. I'm still a little bit fuzzy about the, which is the best sequencing.
What are you trying to do? Let's get it down. Are you running an opt-in? Are you running a VSL? Are you running a webinar?
I've got a couple of different streams all around the same topic, because in my world, I'm not only offering services, I'm the ghostwriter for the specific dental office. Meaning, on one hand, I'm offering services to these dentists, and on the other hand,
Correct.
I'm preparing for them an approach to get in more patients to their office.
Yes.
So I'm working on,
Which is really just all marketing services.
correct.
Correct.
One of them I'm marketing myself, and the other one I'm marketing their office. So I'm working on 2 streams at the same time, and I'm trying to figure the best, step by step for both of the streams.
Okay,
Am I making myself clear?
Yes, you are, Scott. You're doing what Trey does and everybody else in the world does. You have like a brand and you also have your services. You do the thing and you also teach the thing kind of deal. So it's just 2 different ads going to 2 different funnels. You
Correct.
have one ad. So for your dentist, you want to acquire dentists to provide marketing services for them.
Correct.
So that's just whatever that process is, because there's a value ladder to that, right? Like
Right.
you might have a lead magnet. Let's say for that example, you want to provide dental services to a dentist, marketing services, excuse me.
Right.
You're going to have an ad that is user generated, customer reviews saying how great you are, or it's just going to be you saying, hey, I have this amazing checklist. But you have an ad that talks about your lead magnet. That ad leads them to the opt-in that gives away that thing.
Got
And
it.
now you have your dentist in, but now you want to do the thing for the dentist. So we're
Correct.
just advertising to a different avatar. It's a different dream customer. So you
Correct.
make the value ladder for the dentist. And I imagine the first step in the value ladder for the dentist is going to be a free consultation, or maybe it's going to be a free teeth cleaning to get the person in the door off the street, something valuable that I can actually run ads to. So now for the dentist you're working for, you just make an ad that goes out to the community. And that's like, hey, receive a free teeth cleaning today. Bring in the entire family. Click the button below to schedule. They click the button on that ad and it goes to the dentist schedule page, or whatever the call to action is. Maybe it's instead call this number to set up a time. Does that all make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Cool.
Yes.
It does get a little hairy, Scott, especially when first doing it, because we have different avatars, different funnels for them. There's moving pieces, moving parts. You're not a crazy question at all there.
Okay. Great. Thank
Awesome.
you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, you got it. Any other questions for me?
Not right now.
Okay, beautiful, Scott. Great to talk to you again, man.
Thank you. We appreciate you being there.
Always a pleasure. Love my job. Love working with you. So check it out. Nice. 11:44. We're doing good on time here. We still have a little while before Trey hops in. So open floor, gang. Anybody have any questions whatsoever? We can talk about anything. I think, John, if you have good Wi-Fi, I think I gave you some homework yesterday. How we do on that?
Yes, actually, I review all the lesson 18, how to do a webinar,
Nice.
and I'm working on it. I'm working in a webinar for a Spanish product for $1,000, and then I'm gonna do. And you know what? I have a Spanish product which is a training for $1,000, and I've been for the last 8 months trying to sell this product with a VSL. Very hard, very
Mm.
hard. I just sold one, honestly. I got a whole bunch of leads, but I just sold one. So somebody went through the FS, VSL and pay $1,000. But now the webinar is the only way to sell this thing. So I'm working on a webinar right now. I discovered the chapters 18 and 19 and all that, and I'm already download the funnel and I'm working on it. So it's thank you for your tip yesterday.
Awesome. Great stuff, John. Great stuff, man.
Okay. Yes, people don't know this, but if you're gonna sell something that is over $1,000, you gotta go webinar. Otherwise, it's very hard, and I experienced it. It's very hard.
It is.
VSL is to sell 100, 200, but $1,000 and up, you gotta go webinar.
100%. 100%. You may set people like you can do good on $1,000 VSL if you're setting people amazing into it. Let's say John, who's remind me, gang, who's that guy? Andrew Tate. Do you know Andrew Tate, John?
It sounds familiar. Yes.
You've
I don't know who was the guy.
You've probably heard about him or at least seen him in the news. He's super controversial, which I'm a fan of. If we're going to try and build a business, if we're going to try and do something, statues are not erected from conformists. Statues are erected for contrarians. So he's very contrarian to a lot of mainstream belief, but he's one of these guys that teaches men how to be men, right? Go work out, go be full of testosterone, go be all the stuff. He's one of those guys. Anyway, if you're like, he has a huge presence in the marketplace. His social media is insane. He has teams that work on it for him. I mean, yes, Scott, like a Garrett White, very much so, like a Garrett White. They have compelling messages. They're contrarians. So when their marketing gets out to people, they set them in the funnel so well on the front end through their ads, through their organic marketing. They make such an impact, and they are really, really great at framing their opportunities to people on the front end. So in that case, if we're great at that, and basically this is like awesome for influencers and people who have large communities that they can just speak to right away. They do well because they can set them into a VSL. For everybody else who's just getting started, or if you're an early on influencer trying to build yourself up, you are 1,000,000% right, John. A webinar is the way to sell 1,000 and up. It's more personable. You have an opportunity to be with them for an entire hour and a half. Now, they're not just going to some random place, some random page. They're actually getting to speak with you about the thing. So you're just, I say all that to say, it's all about how we set them. But if we can't control how we set them, we just go to a webinar.
So what's the name of the guy, the controversial guy you just mentioned? What's his name?
Andrew Tate.
Okay.
Yep. And for you, I'm sure you've heard of Pace. I'm sure you've heard of Pace Morby.
Yes, of course.
Of course. He built his business on webinars.
Yeah, he's big in buying houses subject to taking over mortgages.
Yep, 100%.
It's a niche. It's a niche.
It's a niche, but he also created an entire community. That's the thing that he's really known for now, is his community that you can plug into. But he built the whole community by doing webinars. I have a bunch of neighbors that are in his program. They all got into his program because they went to his webinar. They watched.
Does he have a community? Does it have a community in ClickFunnels or someplace else?
Uh, I think he's using School for his community, or he built one
Oh,
custom for
okay.
himself. His community is his everything.
Yeah. All right. So the last question is, once I have the webinar ready, I can make it, and this is what is exciting about. Once I have the webinar ready, I can make it evergreen, right?
You sure can. That's right. And as Russell teaches you, John, sorry, frog in my throat. As Russell teaches, we do the webinar live over and over and over again until we get a perfect take, till we have that amazing presentation. Yeah, and once we have that, evergreen. You go put your toes in the sand somewhere nice.
So every time that I do a new webinar, I just plug it into the webinar funnel. And if I don't like it, I make another one, and I make another one until I get and I can record the webinar on Zoom. I
Yes.
can do the Zoom live and then the Zoom link put it on the webinar, right?
100%. Yes. Or you can download the recording and upload that video to your page. There's a couple different ways to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Download it into YouTube, and then from YouTube put it on the webinar.
There it is. And most people wouldn't go to YouTube in that sense. They would go to, they would have like their Voomly accounts or Vimeo, but they wouldn't put it in YouTube. They would put it in a private video host. And then it just looks like a live presentation.
Yeah, but I can put it in YouTube private, and then the link on YouTube put it into the webinar.
You could, but then you could, but then you use the YouTube player, and they see YouTube at the bottom, and you've never joined one of Russell's webinar and ever seen YouTube anywhere. This is because we don't want to split the customer's attention. I don't want them to see YouTube. They're registering for a Zoom webinar, so we would just download the video and then put it in like a Vimeo or a Voomly. That by showing YouTube, we're splitting our customers' attention. We're introducing distractions. They could go to YouTube. They could start watching other videos. We would never do that.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. Yeah. So, but I can use Weebly, or I can use the Zoom link, right? Zoom link is okay too.
Yes, you can too, John. 100%. Okay. We show you how to do all those methods in the training as well.
Okay, beautiful. All right, thank you, Dante.
Yes, sir. 100%.
Can I ask a follow-up question?
Yes, absolutely.
It's about ClickFunnels Connect.
Sure.
I certainly like live in-person meetings, and I looked over the ClickFunnels Connect, but I feel a little inadequate because it seems like everybody who's running a meeting is way above me as far as their experience and skill level with ClickFunnels. So, I'm happy to try to organize something, but how do I do that if I'm not quite at that comfort level of being able to provide advice, or, that you follow where I'm coming from?
Oh, I follow. Let's build an empire, Scott. You don't have to be a ClickFunnels you don't have to be a ClickFunnels master to run a ClickFunnels. So all you have to do is assemble the event itself. You can reach out, Scott. You can find a bunch of great funnel hackers that would love to come do your event, that would love to come in for a day and speak. You know what, Scott? Inside of our community, funnel hackers love what we do. It has changed all of our lives. And assemble, be the event manager, be the host of the event, not the mainliner. Go reach out. Let's run a Dream 100. This is like a summit funnel. This is how, gang, this is how to leverage others to do something for yourself. So what you can do, Scott, reach out to some big ClickFunnels names. Like I'm sure you've seen Eric Thane is doing an event with McCall Jones. I'd be reaching out to Eric and McCall, and I'd be saying, hey, I would love to do this in New York, in the Northeast. and reach other funnel hackers up here. I would love to host the event. I would love to manage the event. I'll take care of all the logistics. I'll take care of every single thing. All you would have to do is show up and talk about the thing you're so good and so passionate about talking about. Would you be interested? And I'd run like a Dream 100 setup there, and I'd reach out to a bunch of them, Scott, and then I'd see how many people said yes, and I'd formulate an event, and I'd pick my people, and I'd have a whole show list, and I've had times blocked out, program at a glance, you know, and then you're just the event host. You're leveraging the knowledge of others. Maybe you can get an ads guy to come talk about ads. Maybe you can get a funnel guy to come talk about funnels. Maybe a marketing guy to come talk about marketing knowledge and how to align products and services with hopes, dreams, fears, and desires of customers. You just assembled all stars. Now people come to that assemblation.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Awesome, Scott. I would love to see that. I'll be looking out for the application.
I'm going to work on it.
Yes, sir. That sounds amazing. Any other final questions, gang? It's 11:56. Trey is coming up in 4 minutes, but any final questions here before he comes in? If not, that's A-okay. We can always go grab a cup of coffee, take a little break before he rolls up. Cool. And I think we are at that time. So let's do that, gang. We're going to have a couple moments before Trey gets here. Let's take a couple seconds, go grab a cup of coffee, maybe go hit the restroom, whatever it is. Go grab that notepad. Maybe you forgot, like myself. I keep looking for my notepad. It is not here. We have a couple minutes till Trey comes on. Let's go do the thing. I'll be right back with you.
Good morning.
Thank you.
It comes in handy.
Yeah, there you go. I remember that my mom used to give me with a stick. Now, yeah, nowadays you can't do it. You're not supposed to. I don't think it hurt any bit.
It's hurting today, not getting it, but
Yes, yeah,
it really is.
yeah, 100%. Have a good day.
Such a fan of her. Oh man, I'm excited for today. And I don't even think I told you guys what the main focus is going to be. Nice, Thaddeus, great to have you in here. I don't think I even went over the main focus for the day. Welcome, Thaddeus, great to see you, brother. Hopefully we'll have some in to look at the aroma funnel. That'd be great too. Speaking of main focus and aroma funnels, the main focus of today, gang, as I was talking to Trey earlier, he just wants to help get you results. You know, I know OFA sessions have been a little bit lighter as of late, but Trey just wants to be here with you guys to make sure everybody gets across the finish line to answer questions if needed. But we would love for today's focus to be looking at funnels, looking at results, looking at stats. Let's help you get live. But for those who are live, that is what I want the main focus to be today. Anybody who has stats, anybody who has a live funnel that we're running ads to, if anybody's running ad spend, definitely want to look at those funnels first. And it's going to be an absolute blast. Nice. Tom started his new ad today. That's fantastic. And we'll get into results first. Any live funnels that we have, we'll definitely get into those. But Tom may have some questions for Trey just as he's going to do the thing. Rick does have some questions for Trey. So we'll definitely get into all of it. But it'll be so great to get into a funnel, to be able to look and see exactly what is going on with it. Super, super excited for it. Let's see too. Let me see if I can pull up. Oh, perfect. As I was about to go do the thing. Here he is, right on time as always. Let me get my list of people. Bingo. Here we go. Let's get him in. Welcome, welcome. Tuesday, best day of the week, because we have my shark with a heart, Trey Llewell, in here. What's cracking, Trey?
Hello.
My man.
We're here. We're ready to go. I don't have a cool background like you, but I'm going to try.
Whoa, what happened? That is odd. My brain is freaking out right now. I've been looking at that for a year.
We got shades for our windows finally.
It's so funny. The first time you went live, I thought this was like a little back room at your house or something, and then there was like construction happening. I was like, dude, Trey has an entire workforce in his backyard right now.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they're building a bread coat at that time.
That's awesome.
So
dude, so good to see you today. I was just getting everybody primed and ready to roll. Let's look at funnels. Let's see who has ad spend. So anybody who's running ads, anybody who has a funnel live that's getting customer data, anything like that, please just raise your hand inside of Zoom here and we will take a look. I know Thaddeus is back. I think Thaddeus, you have stats on the aroma funnel. Do you not?
Aroma funnel.
I do. Got a few sales. Had quite a few people to come through. So yes, I do.
Amazing. Well, Thaddeus, let's get into it, man. Let's take a look at the funnel. If you're available.
Give me 1 second. Let me pull it up.
That's okay. Oh, Thaddeus is hooking the whole thing up for us.
Sorry about that. What is going on? All right. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Give me 1 second. It's coming up now.
Okay.
All right, let me share this screen. All right, screen shared.
Okay, we gotcha. Bingo.
Thank you. Let's go back to the first. Oh. There we go. All right. And I guess what you guys are looking to take a look at is the funnel itself, or
So the two things that I noticed off the bat was people that are hitting your sales page and not moving to your order form.
Mhm.
So we want to get that to like 25 to 30%. And this looks like it's at a 0.5%, maybe. Because I
Okay.
saw 2,000 page views, but I believe it only showed 100 and some views to your order form. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. So then that would mean typically that the sales page is broken. If people
Wow.
aren't moving to the next page, then we need to work on the sales page.
Oh, and these stats are going to show daily stats. They're not going to show your full analytics like you were just looking at before.
Oh, was I wrong to say that then?
No. It's just, yeah, beautiful. Here we go. The funnel stats are just showing super quick daily stats. Here's where we can see everything, and you can yes, there you go, Thaddeus. Beautiful.
And so, okay. I stopped running ads about 2, 3 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. So go to about the 15th.
Here we go. Let's learn.
Okay. So these are the two funnels.
Okay, so then it means you had 4,000 people come and only 100 people go to your order form.
Yeah.
So then either it's a trust issue, either they're not convinced, or the congruency from the ad to the sales page didn't make sense. So let's look at your ads, see why they're clicking over, because the clicks look good.
Okay.
4,000 clicks. I mean, that's a lot. So people are interested in what you have to say. So let's make sure what you're saying is what they're landing on.
Okay.
Would Trump wear a perfume, or would he wear a cologne? I don't know.
So best way to determine this. Let's see. Do I want to look at the ad itself or the ad sets or
Oh, the ads. Let's look at the ads.
okay.
Do you have just one dynamic, or do you have like multiples?
Just this one ad.
Perfect. All right, let's take a gander. Reached 17,000 people from June 1st to June 30th. Okay. You should be able to just click on it on the picture itself, or let's see, how do you do that? Spend a minute. That's just the ad preview. Go into like you're going to edit the ad, which I think you were close there. Yeah.
Yes.
Edit. Where it says edit, the word
Yes.
edit. There you go. Oh, fun. Okay, so scroll down. Let's see if it gives us any of it.
That 1 second.
Yeah, because it's on the date. Okay.
What do you want, Trey? Do you want him to click on one of those? Looks like old short.
I'm just reading it.
Okay, you can see it. Nice.
It's like you're teasing them,
Pun intended.
which is really interesting because you're like, they almost forgot what love was like. And then you got an image of, the champagne toast or the wine toast. And then I don't know. I mean, obviously we know now, but Is it obvious that those are candles in that left image? I can't see the image that great, but
Uh,
is there something that would say that's a candle? And the only thing that kind of gives it away is love starts with a wick. I might change wick to candle, like love starts with a candle.
okay.
But you're definitely getting interest, right? Like, I mean, you had 4,000 clicks, which is a ginormous amount of clicks. So they're like, learn more. Okay, so now let's go to the sales page and look at what they're on here. Did you put clarity on?
Yes.
I'm wondering if your bounce rate's extremely high, meaning they stayed on for a second, then they bounced. So let's look at your sales page. So don't close out this tab. Let's just go to the next tab, and then I mean you definitely have the image of the same people, which is good.
You can preview that. Nice.
I don't know if I would have put the image of the two couples hating each other on the left. I
Okay.
probably would have done them at a table on their cell phones.
Oh,
It's good. Okay.
And then on the right, more intimate.
Okay.
Because that's now, right? Like everybody feels
Right.
that. The wife's always like, you're always on your phone. Why you're on your phone? Trying to work, babe. Got to get things done. Just got an email. To, hey, we're chatting, we're talking, we're, like it's us.
Right.
Um, like I think that'd be a really good like before after kind of piece right there. The
Uh-huh.
candles are really cool. I think that's a cool match. I mean, it shows that there's a wick. But now you have now you have the like believability factor of it. So no one's going to this page. So that page ain't broke. This is the page that's broke. So scroll back up. Keep going. Father's Day was, I guess you were start running ads, but so couples discover the candle that turns ordinary nights into I forget. Hmm.
On the split test, I guess my test was mainly this headline.
Mm-hmm. And so, like, you're leading them in. Go back to your Facebook ad again, tab. Facebook ads, tab. And you're saying they almost forgot. So that's your primary, right? So like I would almost start there. So they almost forgot was what love was like. And then I would do dot 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 on your headline and I'd say like before they luckily they found this candle or that was prior to discovering uh this this candle of some sort. But we have to give like it can't just be a candle. It has to be an extraordinary candle, a candle that's newly discovered, or a chemical that's put into the candle that creates,
Could
romance
be
or intimacy.
possibly a fragrance,
Yeah.
a particular
Well,
fragrance.
but I wouldn't call it a fragrance. I would do something a little more in depth that feels like, okay, this is a candle I can't get at Target. Like if you're like, oh, this is a vanilla, I'd be like, well, I just go to Target and buy vanilla. But if you're like, hey, until they found this candle, which has an enhancement piece that no candle has ever had before, right? So Javon, yeah, she put a good one. He put a good one, which was, it released. So yeah, once lit, scientifically verified to help release pheromones. I love that.
I like that too. Okay.
because that's all the rage right now too in this aroma market is like the literal pheromone colognes.
Pheromone releasing colognes. Uh, let's
Okay.
see. hold on let's see, let's play with this. So they almost forgot what love felt like. And then I liked what he said.
You guys watching right now? Let's take some guesses. What is Trey doing right now? When Trey says, let's put all this together, and he stares at the computer screen back and forth like he is, what is he doing right now?
Big eyeball.
Possibly be using a little AI.
I think
might
so.
Well. Smarter than me. I'm just saying, finish this headline talking about how scientifically verified candles are helping release pheromones that create instant intimacy is what I'm going to say. We'll see that. And then here's the headline. So I'm going to say headline. They almost forgot what love felt like, and I'm having it finish that, giving a little bit of a taste on the top. Well, while that's thinking, I believe it was Microsoft that just came out with a study. I think it's called AI MTX or something like that. They gave it 350 real patients of their real symptoms and said, diagnose these patients. It had an 80% success rate at correctly diagnosing them and giving them the right medicine. They gave a group of doctors the same 350 patients, and the doctors had a 20% success rate.
Sounds about right.
I love that.
Okay.
Woo! Here we go. They almost forgot what love felt like until a scientifically verified pheromone candle filled the room and sparked instant intimacy.
Listen. Listen. Oh my goodness. That's good stuff.
I like that. And then that would be really well relatable to the image that we just came up with, right?
Right.
Phones, they're all like you're on your phones at the same table.
Right.
To bop. Now, like we're exchanging conversation.
So we're moving in from distraction to connection.
There you go.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good sub headline, from distraction to connection. That'd be a really good lead. So then usually it goes headline, image, hero image, which is good that you've kind of connected the two. That's really good congruency. I love that. And then below that would probably be a good time for the lead. So let's put a lead in there, or like a sub headline.
Can you explain what you mean by lead?
So copywriters call it a headline, sub headline, and then lead, which leads into the body. So the headline, the whole purpose of the headline is to make your eyes move to the next piece, which is in our case, the hero image. From the hero image is to make you read to the sub headline, which the sub headline's purpose is to make you read the lead and the lead into the body. Realistically, everything past the lead never changes. For split testing, we always split test headline, sub-headline, hero image, and lead. That's the only three things we usually test to get a conversion. People will usually make a buying choice. 80% make a buying choice because of that. The only other people who are making choices beyond that are what are called logic buyers. People who need to read more, understand more, get more feedback before they're like, I'm convinced, right? So now let's see. Now give me a sub-headline that goes along with a couple that are what was that phrase again?
From distraction to connection.
Mm-hmm.
This is so cool. By the way, it is not intentional that you cannot see my face. I don't know if Zoom changed or something, but I keep playing with this camera, but I can't make it see me. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
I think it's probably just your background. It's not picking you up.
Why aren't you picking me up background? Okay.
Okay, so what I said was, now give me a subheadline that goes along with a married couple that go from distraction to connection with this candle, from being on their cell phones to having conversations. And so now I'm going to ask it for a subheadline to see what I can kind of come up with. I'm using O3, by the way. All right. So it came up with, it said, one candle spark turns scrolling spouses into curious lovers sharing stories again, which I think that's pretty cool.
I do too. One candle spark.
The one candle spark. Okay, so we can now put that in here. Now, for order today, I don't know if they know what they're ordering really yet, because on the image on the right, I wouldn't have the wine bottle or the roses. I would just have a like an image of the product itself.
Yeah.
And then order today, that button would go below that image.
Okay.
So this would go right here. We would X this out.
Okay.
Take out the roses and just make this a very like white background image of the product itself.
Yeah.
I would do something like, buy two, get one free, or free shipping when you buy two, or 60% off when you order today up at the top.
Okay.
And then, of course, now you have this order button down here. Now, instead of clicking order today, you might do, check availability.
Okay.
Or view pricing. I might try both of those before order today because we don't even know what we're ordering yet. Now that we have the headline here, we have the hero image here, which is fine. We could even put our headline, subheadline probably. And then
Okay.
And then I'd probably remove that banner at the top for now, just to kind of keep this at, keep everything below above the fold of the page.
Just
So, yeah,
get rid of this.
Yeah, get rid of that.
Okay.
Okay, so you're already saying limited sale, 40% off. I don't know what limited means, so you might say like summer sale.
Sounds good.
Summer sale, 40% off. And then you kind of reapply that here is 40% off when you order today.
Okay.
And then have our button back here, product image. But then, yeah, so headline here, what you got, and then put the sub headline below, right here above the image. And then, I'd probably have like I'd probably have a nicer looking order button. I don't like the color of that button.
Okay.
I might make it
Red, maybe.
I don't like red because red's not a buying one, so I might keep it green just to offset it. But maybe it's like a lighter green. I don't know. I'd have to play with that.
Having said that, every one of Russell's buttons are red, and we split test it. They always work.
They did?
They do. Now, he's strictly expert, and Trey knows e-com, so I wouldn't start with red. But just throwing it out there. I agree. I don't use red either on my stuff, but it does work.
Okay. Okay.
And Trey, you said for all the buttons, the calls to action on the button, it was check availability. And instead of like ignite the spark, a product related call to action, is that something you do as like a framework level in ecom?
That's what we've moved to, and it works. Like it's less confusing. People want to know, if people want to buy and they want to kind of continue, like another one you might try is add to cart. But they're not going to add a cart until they know pricing. So again, I would just like
availability,
view pricing, check availability. Yep. Or you could say view options, view product options.
Yeah.
That might be another one. Can you do a right click and do an inspect on this? Or do a right click and inspect?
Inspect is at the very bottom of that list. Nice.
And then on the top where it says elements kind of in blue there, you're going to click the little mobile icon on the left. There we go. Okay, that's what I was worried about. So how you have this page currently is you have it 2 images split. So you didn't put the images together, which in a mobile view, it's going to put the first image on the left first and the second image on the first right. So interesting enough, that's pretty funny because if you look at your headline and then look at your image, it's incongruent. Couples discover the candle that turns ordinary nights into unforgettable experiences. Like, who wants that experience?
Wow. Okay.
I'd be like, wait, what? I'd be so confused because I don't see the after image on the right.
So to do this, I will go to the mobile setting and do it where I think it's like a dual picture.
No, you would, I mean, I don't know if that's a possibility, but I would just stick the 2 images together as one.
Oh, I got you. I got you. I got you.
And then you can make that. You can go into the element settings, Thaddeus, and you can go make one image element desktop, one image element mobile, and then you can control what people see based on their devices.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. And then we want, I mean, obviously this is going to be gone at the top. We need a banner at the top though with company name and phone number because you got to look professional.
Okay.
And then, yeah, from there, headline, subheadline, image, both left, right. And then if we can fit the lead, I would. If not, I'd have a button on the entire, that takes up the entire page. Because I bet if you scroll down, it's probably like a third of the page. Scroll down a little bit for me. Yeah, see how tiny that little guy is?
Yeah.
So give it a little bit of berth. Like let's make that button like widespread. Because if you got tiny thumbs or big thumbs, I want to make sure that either way you're hitting that button. You can hit it. And that's all we're going to change.
Makes sense.
The only thing we're trying to do is I'm trying to get 25% of your clicks over to the order form.
Okay.
Because right now we're nowhere near that. You're at like, and we don't have we don't have much to win. Like you're at 2%. So going from a 2% to 25%, that's going to be a huge difference. That's our goal. Now, let's go to clarity real fast.
Right. Right. Okay.
Top left, hit your drop down. It says My Projects. I don't think you have to do all this. Let's go back to your URL at the top and just type in clarity, or that'll work.
Okay.
Yeah, just above you there, My Projects. Yeah, bingo.
Like I can. I got how to use this thing. Okay.
I don't think he has any.
Yeah, I wonder if it's a different account.
Think so. I'll try the other one.
Yeah, you hit sign up.
So sorry, guys. Give me 1 second.
All good.
Wrong one.
Uh-oh, where'd our account go?
Good question. Oh man, I don't know. Hmm. Oh man.
Interesting. Click clarity top left next to you there. Just well, that's interesting. What were you looking for, Trey? What were you gonna do?
I was gonna go through his clarity to run an AI through it and see what it suggested.
As we should all be doing.
Yeah. Well, if you don't have it in there, let's make sure we add it. That way, you're tracking everything, because that's going to tell us what's going on that first page probably really fast if it's seeing something that we're not seeing yet.
Okay, I don't know how we had it set up. We looked at it last time. Okay.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I do remember looking at your clarity, where that went. Just in case anybody needs help setting up their clarity, I'm putting a link to that right now on how to do that.
You should create a link tree, Dante. And then you just post the link tree link and be like, it's all in here. Because like the amount of times that you got those links on speed dial, that'd be a great link tree. Link tree is great. Like I've been playing with that. I didn't realize you could do like you can purchase stuff off of your link tree.
Yes, can. It's kind of cool.
One click, there it is. Using Stripe checkout. Link,
Yep.
link for link tree.
It's pretty cool. It is.
It's great.
Install this on a third party.
Yeah, you're gonna do install manually, and just for time's sake, I'll let you set all this up afterwards. But Trey, I'm curious. If you launched a funnel and got the amount of interest and interaction that Thaddeus did, and the same results that Thaddeus did, what would you do?
Well, we're looking at it. I'm really curious on how you got 4,000 clicks, spending $200.
I think we looked at this last time, and he did not set up his ad for conversions. He set up his ad for clicks.
Oh, we definitely got that.
So we fixed it. We fixed that part. And this is, like you said, this is Trey's way from when we set it up. And I think everything is still set up properly, unless there's something I missed, because I did not go in and change anything.
Let's look at your campaign real quick.
Okay.
Yeah, because 4,000 clicks for $200. Show me the way. I want that.
I spent a lot more than $200. This is more like 1,000. Okay.
Well, I mean that 25.
I'll take it. Show me the way, Yoda.
Yeah. Like we're experiencing like $1.50 of clicks, so that's like that'd be maybe you found 13-cent clicks like Gizo. Oh, that's the one below it. Okay. So then if under your drop downs under reports or breakdown or no columns, it doesn't show you clicks. That's really interesting. So you see that drop down where it says, oh, there you go.
Which one?
I mean, you're getting $12 CPMs. Wow. Okay, so there you go. So yeah, you're at about $2. Yeah, okay, there it is. $171 per click. That makes a lot more sense. So those are the clicks that we're really interested in to know how many of those went through. So did you stop running outgoing website promotions and then do Trey's Way at the same time, or did they overlap, or were they separate?
There's no overlap. I stopped doing the outgoing, and then I started doing Trey's Way.
Do you know that date? What date that was?
Ooh, I want to say May 15th.
Well, that can't be right because you spent money. You're showing June 1st through June 30th here, and you spent money in that time frame. So your best bet would be to back it out each week. So like just do June 23rd to the 30th. Or when did you stop? You said the 15th you stopped?
think so, yes.
Yeah, you end. Okay, so then just do June 15th through the 1st of June. Do that, and let's see how much you spent. 312, 281. Okay, so now go June 5th to the 15th. On your same we just did. Yep. June 5th through the 15th. You still spent money. So now do June 10th through the 15th. So it still shows that you spent money though.
Really, if I remember it right, I thought it was May 15th through June 15th.
Well, what's weird is you only spent $11 from June 10th through June 15th on the Traysway. And you got 11 link clicks. But I don't know why it's showing an amount spent of 312 because that 312 never changed. Just do like June 15th for one day. I don't know why Facebook's showing us as. Okay, there you go. So okay, so the amount spent is zeros. There we go. So you were spending some monies somewhere in there. Oh, unless like you spent, ironically, like in one day, you turned it back on and then it turned itself back off or something.
Maybe, maybe. I don't know.
That we don't know. And did you use any UTMs on the links?
UTM's, what's that?
Oh, so that way we'd be able to track the clicks from each ad. It's fine if you didn't. So, okay. Well, going forward, let's look at Traysway real quick. Let's go back to campaign and then hit that Traysway one. And then edit. I want to edit that campaign. Yeah, go click the campaign on the left. So it should be good for sales up on the top left.
I'm sorry, I'm missing top left.
Where it says Traysway.
Right.
Yep, there you go. All right, so yeah, you're good there. Auction and sales. So scroll down, ad set budget. Perfect, that's fine. Okay, all right, now go to the ad set itself. All right, so we got website. Yep. Maximize number. Okay, cool. Purchase. That's all good. Yep. Okay. All right, and then go to ads. Oh, that's right. Okay, so yeah, we looked at these already. I mean, all that looks good and set up correctly. So now the biggest thing is getting them to push over from the sales page into the order form. So we want to get clarity on there to see why they're not going from the sales page to the order form now with the new headlines. I'd keep the ads the same since you're getting dollar clicks on that.
Okay.
One thing like no one wants a candle, right?
They want an experience.
They want experience. They want what that's going to create for them. The best ads that I've seen that's kind of related to what you're trying to do is this dancing class online, and all their ads are 30-second videos of a couple and they're a cowgirl cowboy dancing in the middle of a field for 30 seconds and like dipping her and she's smiling, and like it's like it's sexy. And it's like, want to learn how to dance like this? And every guy's like, yeah, I do. So they're selling what the user wants. You're selling your product here. No one wants your product. They want what your product does. So we have to sell that in the image of what it's doing. And it has to make sense. Like, that's why I'd probably look at more like, you know, videos to describe and show what they're going to get or create with when they purchase your product. That could be a testimonial video. That could be a review. That could be a girl saying, every night that's my night, I light one of these up, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, have you researched your competition yet?
Yes.
And what do they do?
Very similar steals, products, product combinations, very similar to this.
Can you show me an example?
Okay, let's go to, it's going to be, so it's a lot of this, like you said, the white background, for the most part.
Are they advertising on Facebook though?
You know what? I don't, yes, they are. They are. This is where we first saw them.
Okay, show me what their Facebook ads look like.
I'm gonna put a link to the Facebook ads library for everybody in the chat right now.
Let's see.
For you, Thaddeus, you can open up a new browser tab for me and just type in Facebook ads library.
Yeah.
Bingo.
Like Facebook shows it all now. Here you go.
Choose an ad category from the middle drop down. Just choose all. Bingo. Search them.
So they, okay. Maybe one.
The one we saw were these. And I've seen one where the founder, recently I saw this one where the founder was talking,
Okay.
but for the most part, this is what I saw.
I want, like, the only bad thing about this is we don't know if it's a retargeting ad or if it's a direct to audience ad.
Mhm. Okay.
So, like, you know, visit the website and then came back. So what I like to do is I like to go to their website, their web page or their Facebook fan page. So go to Harlem Candle Company
Okay.
and just click on their link right there. So we can click on Harlem.
No, you can go right back to the ads library and then click the name of the page. Yup.
There
And
you
then,
go.
and then go to the about. And then go to page transparency on the left. And then scroll down. It's going to make you see all. I think this is what you're looking for, right, Trey?
Are you taking us to the ads?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can look at that first.
Go to
See
see
all.
all. Scroll down to the bottom. Then you can see ads. The page is running ads. Click that go to ad library. That'll just show you all the ads on that page that they're running.
So yeah, the two we saw. Okay, cool. So they're not running anything. So now go back, press the back button. Let's go to the page itself. And what I'm looking for is what they're posting and what people are commenting. So scroll down. So they got 3 likes, which is nothing. 19, the ultimate performer. Okay. Summer Memorial Day sale, one like.
Maybe this is the wrong company in mind.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like this is getting much traffic. From what it looks like. Like there's just no no engagement. And they're really not selling any product. They're just kind of, I mean, from what I mean, it doesn't seem like they're saying much.
You see any calls to actions?
Yeah. I'm looking for like, what are the million, 5 million, $10 million companies doing to sell their candles that aren't known yet? Like what's
Okay.
getting the views?
Hmm.
Go back. Let's see if we can go back to that Facebook. Was that Facebook ads?
The ads.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See if I can find the one the guy's dancing. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't see the ones that I'm looking for.
Heard of homesick candles, Thaddeus?
Homesick.
Yeah, homesick candles, $20 million a year. I just put a link to the ads, older ads. It's in the chat for you.
Man, I wish that thing had. Now I'll probably get advertised now. How to dance.
Is this what you're talking about?
I'm just seeing your Bing screen.
Ooh, okay, you can't see the chat. Okay. Okay. You said homesick.
Yeah, homesick. You're definitely gonna get ads to that too. Months.
Okay. So I can find- Hmm. Let's see if we can find them on Facebook.
Oh, you can just go to your ads library. Yep. Type homesick. One word.
Oop.
Yep. That's all you need. It'll pop up right there, top one. Tons of active ads.
From their words, I can smell what they're talking about.
Check out this one, Thaddeus. Boy smells.
Which one is that?
Boy smells. All day. Put this one in the chat for all you guys. Click on that too. Oh.
Say it one more time.
Boy smells. One word. Like that boy smells.
Okay.
You don't have to click enter either. Just click the text up top. Click that search bar when you do it, and the company will then show up. And click boy smells there. There you go. This is you right here.
There we go.
Most likely somebody's already doing what you're wanting to do. And we
Right.
can model them as much as possible and we can see their success. The better off we are. Like that's let's see. Wow. See, I'm gonna try a different way here. But this is just, I mean, like I tell you last time, instead of watching the news, it's doing what we're doing right now. Like it's just digging. It's just doing research, man. It's just kind of digging in and typing in candles and looking at candle companies and looking at their sales, going to Pi ads, I wrote one down yesterday, which was it's a good book. That's a good one. Which I was like, okay, because it shows you again, typical sales that they're getting. Which was Calo Data, KALO data.com.
Did you say KALO?
Yeah, Calo.
Oops, sorry.
Calo Data.
I was really glad to take a look through that with Thaddeus though, because this is the game. Like this game, this funnel hacking game, hasn't really changed. The only thing that's changed about it is we use AI to find our competitors way faster. But then it's literally go into the Facebook ads, find all their Facebook ads, find what's working, model and emulate the success that your competition's already having. We just keep iterating until we get to the gold standard, right? 25% conversion on the sales page. Then we go to the order form. Make sure the order form is optimized over and over.
Let's see. I'm looking at 40 million impressions.
Pretty good.
Like it's just like what's work, Yeah, instead of guessing at what's working, now you can just find out what's working.
That's your one. They got a lot of ads.
And then when we do this too, top right is a little blue box, active and inactive ads. Look through the active ads, find the ones that have been running for the longest because those are the ones that are working the best. But then you can go to the inactive ads as well and go see the things they've tried that didn't work. We can learn just as much from their failures as we can from their victory.
So you said active ads right here.
Yeah, just click that X to the right, close it down. Then you'll see all ads, active and inactive.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. Okay.
I'm going to share my screen real quick. We'll swap you.
Lovely. Got him.
Okay.
So I'm in Pi ads here. I searched candle under ad product, and I'm just looking at different types of things. But look at this. I think this is just a really good thing. This is a scene I would mimic. So here's one that got 24 million impressions. It's been on for only 45 days, and 760,000 people liked it. And all it is a lady setting up the perfect dinner with the perfect candle. Now, in her case, the candle is not yours, but it could be. Right? So what you're replacing here is just the candle that she's placing right here, where she's going to pour it out and then, you know, put a little light into it, I guess. See if she have music. It's just music. She's not even talking through it. So let's skip. She lights it. That's it. Simple.
Minute 15.
Yeah. So these are like that, those pour like pouring it. But let's see, the other thing I was looking at, because you can look at products and then you can see how they're selling those products. So here's like a glossier candle, has had 18 million impressions. It's been on for 45 days. There's two ads, so not very many. I can come down here, and this one's got 18 million impressions from Glosser, America and UK. So it's an opening, a box opening. You know, I don't know if that's gonna blend into what you're looking for. We are one wine glass cup set of two.
I'm opening to try it.
But I mean, yeah, we're just going through here. I mean, it's kind of boring work. It's pretty good. That'd be a good one too.
Listen, that's bringing
Yeah.
the baby in is cheating, but I like it.
It's like, but what if that was your wife? You
Right.
know, she's up there saying no, 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 and then you do an where are we going now? You do a little box opening. She smells that, and next thing you see is, you know, you guys toasting. So again, it might not be the ad, but it gives you ideas for ads as well, which is kind of nice. Let's see. Do we have this one's got a lot? Geez, 6 days, 4 ads. It's just kind of setting the mood, you know, some of it.
Right.
Light it up. Now, one thing that I would suggest is before you go and make the ad, come in here and I don't know if I'll be able to do it. Go to the post. Yeah, it won't let me do it. Go to the post on your TikTok and read the comments. So you got 21 comments here. See what the comments say. Is it something like, you know, yes, I need this. Yes, I want this. Oh my gosh, how do I buy it? Versus, you know, they're making a mockery of it. Then, you know, they're making a mockery of it. The video didn't hit right.
Okay.
So here, let's see. That's an ad product, ads, ad spy handle. So that's gonna be TikTok and Facebook, all platforms. I'm gonna go by ad. I'm gonna go by impression. How many impressions did it get? Like how popular is it? 35 million. So again, unboxing with the husband. Woodwick. Showing it off.
You know what? That's what, you know what? Golly, I don't think of that. When you open our candle, at the top of it, which is unique, it has a card with an affirmation. Also on the inside, a little bit different from our candles, roses. So when you initially open it, you're gonna get the affirmation, which is the card, and then the rose. And then ours has kind of a gold rim, which again, that makes it a little different. Why didn't I think to just do that as an unboxing?
Yeah, unboxing would be great. And do like 5 different ones. You know, different angles.
Okay.
This angle. This, you know, coming in on the camera's like swooping in. Just like, you know, I just, you know, clicked record and started wanting to record. What'd you get, wife? Oh, I got these really cool new candles, you know? Trying to, man, I wish I could find that one dancing. I guess I don't run anymore. Basically, this couple dancing, and I don't see it anymore. Should have saved it. Darn it. Oh, hold up. Hold up.
But
We found it.
Oh, I've seen this too.
what is the product here again?
How to dance.
Okay.
But look how like fun that is. Like that's a mood. Everybody wants this, right?
Right.
Like, okay, I want to be able to dance like that, and then I don't know what he's saying here, but probably something like, you know what, I learned how to dance, and it's been a great thing for my. Oh, here we go, hold on. Now we got couples dancing, people having fun, how to dip your wife. Let me show you how it's done. And then what are they saying here? Oh, gosh darn it, my little coat in the way.
I got you.
Okay, bought it last night, worth every penny. I'm really bad at dancing with my 2 left feet, but even without just learning the first move, the infinity loop, that was a game changer. Learned how to dip. My girlfriend too, and also did the couple dip. Ooh, or the cuddle dip. Ooh, that's cool. Cool names, right?
Right.
Best thing is you can pause the video and go back and try it again. I think I may have burned out that scroll back button quite a bit, but man, we had fun laughing at ourselves and learning the moves. So that's really cool. How to do a video. Yeah, that's it right there. Look at that, 31 million impressions, and it's the first 5 seconds. That's a drone popping in, and then he goes into basically just telling you how it works. There we go. 31 million impressions. Let's go. See, okay, look what they're explaining. Can you see that pop up?
Yes.
This is awesome. Just did our first session last night, and I don't remember the last time we laughed as hard as we did. Can't wait for another. The date night program will have you and your partner laughing, loving, and most importantly, dancing together in no time. So you take that same verbiage and you place it through the candle. This candle is awesome. We just had our first romantic dinner last night with the centerpiece of this candle, which definitely led to things after dinner, winky face, but it was probably that scientific aphrodisiac that they threw in there that made the night so sweet and amazing. We used to be on our phones. We used to not talk, but who knew a little candle like this could really change how we interact. All right, and then just so Dante has it in his link tree, so I don't have to find this again, because Dante is getting a link tree. I'm popping this one over. There we go. Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know if that's going to give it to you. I just pushed it through PyPy.
Oh, it did. It just gave me a PyPy link.
Let's go see if we can go see these guys' channel. Oh, Show Her Off Dance. Dang. What a great name. Show Her Off.
Sam,
Okay.
I got to reach out. They're doing it wrong.
Visit the store. I think this is what we're doing, right? Show Her Off. Welcome back. All right. Well, the TikTok or the Facebook ads. I mean, they're scaling. Look at that. They're scaling
God,
up.
look at the funnel. They need so much help.
Oh, that's probably awful.
Well, it's actually probably perfect.
Pretty cool though. They're advertising in Indonesia, United States, and Canada.
Let's say it's an opportunity to reach out.
Yeah. Oh, they do. They do Sam card. Okay, cool. So show. Oh, that is. Oh, wow. They do Sam card.
Yeah, they're literally on the subdomain. It's wild.
Oh, wow. Okay. Oh, I'm so confused. Okay. But yeah, that's the one I was looking for. So see how like the ad demonstrates the result. They're buying what the product gives them, which is how to dance, how to be, to the consumer. They're not buying the candle. They're buying what the candle's going to do for them. So that's what we're
Right.
selling. So that's what we got to put in the ads.
Okay.
That took like 30 minutes to go through, but now full circle, you understand what I'm trying to.
Absolutely. Trey, thank you so much. I really appreciate the time and the effort. Every time we do this, I learn 2 tons of stuff. Thank you so much.
Good. No, this is great. This has been a great call. Thank you for being, vulnerable and putting your funnel in front and like making things happen. Dude, I really think 99 Designs would be a great addition to your website. That's going to make it really pop, come off authentic as a real brand, as $1 million company. I would heavily voice that you do that.
You said 99 Designs?
Yeah, 99designs.com. there's a video, I'm sure it's on Dante's link tree, where I show exactly how to go through 99 designs and create a beautiful, good looking sales page.
And you guys stick with me a couple days. I'm editing all these videos right now. I have a whole clarity walkthrough from Trey. I have a whole 99 designs walkthrough. Tons of great stuff for you guys.
That'd be good. That's treasure trove. We could probably
Yes.
sell that as a bundle.
I'll call you later. I was looking yesterday at all the stuff that you have done. It is unfathomable, Trey.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
It is. Hey, I know you got a really busy schedule. Rick has one question. Do you have a couple more minutes?
Rick, yes.
Hey, how you doing, Trey?
Get on my sleigh.
Hey, Trey, thank you, man. I was
My son's playing Jingle Bells on Google for the last 3 days. And apparently on Google, you can call Santa Claus. And he says, hey, Google, call Santa. And then an elf picks up and he says, hold on 1 second. We're really busy here at the North Pole. And then like a minute goes by after Christmas hold music. And then Santa comes on and is like, ho, ho, ho. And then starts talking to him. So we've been calling him for the last 3 months. So I'm in Christmas spirit because we've been singing Christmas carols for the last 3 days.
time for Christmas ornaments.
Time for Christmas ornaments. Let's bring them back. All right, Rick, what's your question?
I spent a little time with Dante earlier. I told him I had went on 99 designs and I put the job out to a few designers. One came back and the price was like $340, and I was just questioning if prices had gone up. I mean, I don't have an issue spending that much money at all. I just know you'd mentioned a little bit less than that. He did not do the contest though, Trey. He just found design. Rick does the pet supplements from last week. He just found designers that work with pet supplements already and reach right out to them. Yeah,
so you cool with that?
I would do 99 designs first, because then you're going to get 10 of these guys.
Okay.
One $349, and you're going to find the best guy,
right?
And you're going to work with him direct.
Okay.
Because if you just go to that guy, well, then you got that guy, and you just missed out on 9 other people that are maybe better.
I kind of chose him because it was perfect. He'd done a lot of work on dog pet supplements, and that's exactly where I'm at. So, but I will do that competition.
I think you're better off invite him to the competition.
Okay. All right.
Be like, hey, I decided to go the competition route, but I really like your designs, winky face. And I could, at least partake, winky face.
Yeah.
And let's see how you do. And then you might pick them and be like, okay, you're right. Yeah, you're the person. Let's work together.
Got it. Okay. And last question was, I had taken your advice and training in a couple weeks back and to validate the product, and I got like 60 something emails that answered my survey. But I was telling Dante, so I was kind of dabbling in this a while back, and I've got like a couple thousand emails, a list of people who had bought a dog product from me in the past.
That's cool.
I've been engaged with them for quite some time. My product is not going to be here for like 10 days. So I was asking Dante, I said, hey, I was doing some research this morning and was looking at an ask funnel or lead magnet. And I was asking him, should I maybe warm them up a little bit through an ask funnel and do what I did to the others for the survey, just to kind of engage him for the next week, 2 weeks until I get my product? Because my issue was timing. If I get sales right now, I'm not going to be able to ship out this product for at least 2 weeks. So I was just wondering if I should re-engage that list or just go straight for the kill, so to speak.
It's really how you want to protect your brand.
Okay.
I go for the kill.
Okay.
And I start selling it.
That's what Dante said too.
All right, cool.
Yeah. Okay. All right. I got my questions answered. That's it for now. Thank you so much.
Yeah, man. Thanks for sticking around.
Appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, Trey, you got a busy schedule. I don't need.
Is that a fake shadow?
You're good.
Is that like a fake window?
You are really good, Trey. Yeah, I messed up. I put my desk like 3 inches too far back, so now you can see my shadow. But it is, dude. It is. It's a fake window.
It looks great.
I gotta get you back here. We're gonna finish this thing up in like 2 weeks. It's insane, Trey. It's insane what we have.
Same room?
It's this is that room.
Oh,
Yes.
because the door's to your left, isn't it?
The door, correct.
Yeah,
It's
door's
right there.
Yeah. You turned around. That's so funny. That looks good. It looks great. Well,
Thanks, man.
try to do that.
Automatic way. Okay.
Look at that.
Me. Topped me. So good.
All right. Dante and Trey time. Sorry, guys. You had to deal with it. All right. See you, everybody.
Trey, thanks, man. You're amazing. Catch you soon.
Bye.
He's my favorite. I got to, for all of our new challenges, I got to meet, well, I've been able to meet Trey multiple times when I spoke on stage at Funnel Hacking Live. He did as well, and we got to spend time there. But anyway, he flew into Atlanta recently, and he spent the whole day here. It was awesome. One of the reasons I'm going to stay at ClickFunnels for the rest of my life is when I met Russell for the first time and I shook his hand and I looked in his eyes were the same as when I see him in videos. His eyes were the same in real life as when I see him online. It's actually rare in this world. Same thing with Todd. Todd's eyes exactly like they should have been, how I'd seen him every single time. Trey's one of those people too. What you see is what you get. He's a true honest dude, and he's a cool honest dude. Huge fan of him. Thank you guys for being with us today. Thank you for the questions. Everybody hanging out in the stream. That was awesome to see you in there. We're going to keep doing that and doing a lot more of it. So thank you all for in our general admission, and thank you all to our VIPs. That was an amazing day. And I really just want to point out, I know we took a good bit of time with Thaddeus, but I need you guys to know that's the game. That's the way. What Trey just showed right there, that is the way. Nothing is, we use AI as our researcher in our funnel hacking, but that's it. We're just like for instance, you saw Trey go to PyPy ads. So Trey, that is a paid ad research tool, and it's the best. It is absolutely fantastic. So what we've done for years, gang, we go to the Facebook ads. What you should do now, use ChatGPT to find your researchers. And I can just share my screen really quick. Really quick. This will not take long. Okay, so I just went to ChatGPT and I gave it a sentence. Oops, I gave it a sentence. It was a broken sentence at that. And it gives me these brands. So now I can go take these brands like Homesick and Boy Smells. We go to the Facebook Ads Manager. We just go type those in. Now, bingo, I can start finding companies that are advertising in ways that align with my company itself. And I want you guys to bank these up. Go bank like 20 examples. Go find companies that have been around for a while and have proven the system and they're solid, but also go find some newer companies that are rising really quickly. Oh man, Dante, I don't know how to find new companies that are rising quickly. How about like this is where AI is useful. I just say a sentence and it's going to go do all that research for me. I don't have this. This used to be the hardest part of funnel hacking, finding the people, finding the examples that you need. How we used to do it for years was I would tell you, go to Facebook groups, go find 100 Facebook groups or places and spaces that your customers are congregating, and then go ask your customers questions like you're one of them. And you'll find, just don't act like the business owner, act like the customer and ask questions. And now you can see how your customers react to that. And one of the questions I would always ask is I'd say, go to the Facebook group and say, hey, I'm struggling with this thing right now. Anybody else who's struggling or has succeeded in beating this, what did you do? Who do you recommend? And your dream customers themselves will give you the competition that you should be modeling and emulating for yourself. We don't even have to do it anymore. You just go to ChatGPT, $240 a year, Black Lux Candle Co. Back in here. We're going to go check it out. Whoops. We'll just type in Black Lux Candle. There we go. Black Lux Candle Co. Bingo. They do have an ad that's running. Fantastic. Here we go. I got the copy. I got the creative. They're doing a terrible job. They don't have any of their text down here. They don't have anything, but there we go. Now you can bank these up, gang, and let's get 10, 20, 30, get as many examples as you can. Then go to PyPy ad with a full bank. Now you can maximize. You only have to pay PyPy once. Pay for 1 month with PyPy. Go in there with a full backpack full of your research, full of people you want to look into, and then we go dive into it. This is the game. especially for e-com. This has been the game forever. This will always be the game. Your success is out there. People are already doing it. They've already achieved it. All we now have to do is model and emulate. And I thought it was a great example that Trey shared. One thing I want to point out, I've been able to work with Trey for over a year, and when he was talking about the ad, if you didn't catch this, go back and watch the recording. It just flows off his tongue so naturally because it's the framework that works. It's how he does things time and time and time again. When Trey wants to make an ad, it always starts out like this. I was struggling with this thing until I found introduce the product. And now I don't struggle with that thing and I have these results. It's the same framework over and over and over and over again. So that's a great place for you to start with your ads and then model and emulate. I think he did an amazing job, Trey did, in showing how we need to be showing the outcome, the transformation that they get instead of just the product. Nobody wants a candle. They want to save their marriage. They want to avoid divorce. They want their kids to grow up in a double parent household, right? That's what they actually want. So I thought it was a fantastic example for that. Like one thing I'm thinking for Thaddeus is, man, I would have the first 5 seconds of my ad, the hook, the most important part of my ad, I would have that be like an Austin Powers scene where the partner rolls off the other partner and now they're sitting in bed, both elated. That's a strong 5 seconds of the outcome that our product gives them. We're not selling a drill, we're selling a hole in the wall, in the wall, the old adage you guys have probably heard before. But that was amazing examples. That was amazing examples. That was amazing training on all of it, whether you're an e-com or an expert. That's the game. That is the way. Every single day, I want to see you guys doing that. Every single day. It's not just our successes that get us to where we want to get to. It's also our failures. We learn as much in our failures as we do in our successes. So gang, I want to see keep on going. I'm going to use Thaddeus as an example here. I don't want to see those ads turn off, Thaddeus. I don't want to see him stop ever. You got so much interest. You had so many people looking at your thing. There was so many clicks. There should never be a stoppage of ads. We should always have clarity on the funnel. We should be looking every single morning at the new recordings we have because you have interest every single day. If we're launching a split test every single day, I am perfectly happy with that. Right? It's like, forget about the the rule of you have to get at least 500 people to the page before you know enough. Yeah, we can move quickly. A split test a day, new headlines, new images. Oh, great. My sales page went from 2% conversions to 12%, and now I'm seeing orders come through. Fantastic. Let's go make the new unboxing ad. Let's launch that ad now. Let's get more people coming back to the funnel. It was amazing to see the results that you got. Now it's time to dive in. Now we go do the thing. We lock in every single day. And it's the same for everybody. Every single person here, as soon as we launch, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for metrics. We're all looking to launch physical products that are going to have the impact and get the results that Thaddeus has did. And when we find that, lock into it. Only work on the funnel, just like Trey showed you here. Make sure to have clarity on your funnel. Everybody too. It is so, so important to be able to make data-driven decisions. That was great. I'm fired up right now is what I am. So like I was saying, I have a bunch of trainings that I want to share with you guys. They're going to be coming out down the pipe soon here, but 99 designs I'm going to get with you guys right away. I'm going to put that to the front of the list. So just so you all know, and I'm perfectly transparent, it's 1:19. I have another 2 p.m. coaching. So like after this, I'm just going to go run, scarf down some lunch really quick. We'll come back to coaching from 2 to 3. And then after that coaching, I'm going to go make the 99 designs training. So I'll have that done tomorrow. You guys feel free to join into the training tomorrow. I'll share the link there. I'll also post the link to all of your private communities tomorrow. Anybody who is in general admission, I'm also going to share this with all of our One Funnel Away challengers there. And if you need to, feel free to reach out to me on Facebook. If you have a hard time finding that access, just shoot me a message. And tomorrow I'll get that training out to you guys. Great session today. Great job every day with all the work that you're doing. We're super proud of you guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep moving forward. We do have 2 p.m. coaching. If anybody needs any final help to round out the day, I did open up the link today. Feel free to join in. Anybody that would like to is more than welcome for today. I'll let you guys go for now.